Chairman and Mr. Secretary, thank you for being here. Mr. Secretary, in my district, my constituents, as you can imagine, are most concerned about securing our borders. They're most concerned about making certain that the people who are coming in here, that we know who they are and that we know that whether they're coming here to hurt us or not. And I trust, Mr. Secretary, after having interacted and gotten to know you for the past 16 months, that you have the same concern and share the same concern. So my question is this: you've expressed support of the budget during the time that you've been here, but the budget includes funding for 300 fewer Border Patrol agents than was mandated in the fiscal year 16 budget. And I'm just wondering if indeed, as I believe, you share that same concern about securing our borders, how can you be satisfied with this budget if it includes 300 fewer Border Patrol agents than what was mandated in the fiscal year 16 budget?
Two things. The budget submitted to you reflects hard choices to fit within the legally mandated caps, and the request reflects a considered decision to focus on technology and surveillance equipment at the border. Given the nature of what we're seeing and the changing character of those crossing the border, very often, as I'm sure you know, people, particularly people from Central America, anticipate that they're going to be caught. And so the key is to know where they're crossing through technology, through surveillance equipment, and get our personnel there in place to meet that surge.
And Mr. Secretary, I appreciate that and understand that, but you know, we had the opportunity on this committee to visit the border, and the Border Patrol agents were telling us we need more boots on the ground, and that's what we were hearing from them. Now, granted, you are correct. We do need the technology. I'm not arguing that fact, and it will and has helped us, but again, they're crying out for more boots on the ground. If I could shift gears for just a second. A couple of weeks ago, on March the 2nd, we had the administrator of TSA, Mr. Neffinger, here. And at that time, we talked about the screening partnership program, something that I'm very interested in. I'm from Georgia, of course, and as you're aware, the administrator for Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport has expressed concerns about the long waits and the long lines, and has actually talked about perhaps utilizing this program. And what I wanted to ask you, Mr. Neffinger had told us that we were getting cost estimates from GAO. When can we expect those cost estimates to be in?
Let me get back to you on that, sir.
Okay.
I've spent a lot of time at Hartsfield myself. 63,000 people work at Atlanta Hartsfield Airport, and one of the things that I'm sure you know we're focused on there is airport security, and so the administrators issued directives for self-assessments and the like. It's the busiest airport in the country, and so any best practice we could bring there. But I'll look into that issue of the report for you.
Okay. Well, one other thing, and that is, I noticed that you in your budget you requested over $900 million in air passenger and airline fees.
Yes.
And this is a 43% increase. I mean, this is significant, a significant increase. And you requested to allow TSA to increase the messenger security fee from $1 to $6.60. I mean, that's a big jump. Now, what we're told is that the screening partnership program can potentially save up to 17%. Why are we not pushing this more? I mean, if it's going to save us money and you're still going to have oversight over it, why aren't we pushing this? And when we push it, why aren't we getting more creative? As I had suggested to Mr. Neffinger, perhaps you offer half of that savings to the airport, and you still are going to realize 8.5% savings in your budget.
Well, first of all, aviation security is not just simply a matter of dollars and cents, as I'm sure you appreciate. First and foremost, it's the protection of the American people, and I want to know that whatever force we are providing to that mission is the best we have. The proposed increase is from $5.60 to $6.60. As I'm sure you're aware, in 2013, Congress increased it from 5 to 560. We're asking for another increase. My view is that rather than ask the American taxpayer in general to pay for aviation security, maybe we ought to ask a little more from those who actually use the system.
I understand, but I certainly hope that you look very carefully at the screening partnership program. To me, you know, I want to privatize as much as we can, and you're still going to have oversight on it. If it can save us money and still do the job, and I appreciate your concern for safety, we're all concerned for that. But at the same time, if it can provide the safety and be safe and effective and save money, that's what we ought to be going toward. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Now I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.